In this episode, we enjoy the benefits of being on land, face a potential hurricane, and Tranquillity has a steering issue that we need to fix. But first, this is me, Kim. There is Bart, and here is Liz, our little explorer. We sold everything to explore these beautiful places with our tiny 33-foot sailboat, Tranquillity. Last week, Tranquillity got hauled out and installed on a heart. We enjoyed time with family and friends in the Netherlands, and back in Curaçao, Bart starts to work again.
It's 7 o'clock, and even though I'm not used to it, that's my rhythm since we've arrived in Curaçao. Liz is still asleep and Bart is at work. He rises at 6 and starts at 7. So during the weekdays it's a little bit different island life than the sailing life. Liz is still asleep, so it's always my relaxation moment in the morning, especially now when we have a house. Bom dia.
Binnen moet hij zeggen. Nee.
In the beginning, Liz and I needed to get used to being together without Bart. The swimming pool was a good start. It gave enough entertainment for us to settle down.
So in last week's episode, you saw me going to work, and I told you I was working in the hospital. But you might want to know, what are you doing in the hospital? Let me explain to you. Let's go to the OR, and I'll explain what I'm doing there. Hello, there we are, in the operating room. This is my workplace. I'm a so-called nurse anesthetist. It's a job where I put patients to sleep, give pain medication, anesthesia, together with the anesthesiologist. So I'm not a doctor, I'm a so-called nurse anesthetist. So my job is not in every country. Some countries, they only have anesthesiologists, so doctors who perform the anesthesia by themselves. In the Netherlands and here in Curaçao, it's normal to have a so-called nurse anesthetist. And what we do is we bring the patients to sleep. The anesthesiologist can leave the room, so we are in charge of the vitals, the anesthesia, etc. We can deepen the anesthesia if necessary, give more pain medication if necessary. We keep an eye on the vitals, so if the blood pressure drops low, we can put the blood pressure up, the heart rate, and if things really go wrong, then we call the anesthesiologist to get him over, and together we are doing everything to keep the patient safe. For me, it was very good that my degree is also a certified degree in Curaçao, so that's why I can work here. That's not in every location. For instance, in Belgium they don't have my job, so I cannot work there. There are also some differences, like in New Zealand or Australia, they've got anesthesia technicians. These are almost the same kind of jobs that we have, but with a little bit less responsibility. So they will be with the anesthesiologist all the time. So yeah, that's what I do. I am in charge of our anesthesia box with, well, you might know the famous mask when they put you to sleep, all kinds of medication to get you to sleep, and use antibiotics. This is the anesthesia machine, so we can give you some oxygen and take over your breathing if necessary. We monitor the vitals on this machine, and here is all the tools to take over your breathing.
In the evening we get up at dinner. This is new because since we have started traveling we share most of our time together. Nice to be able to tell each other about our day. Yeah, the luxury of walking out of a house on the bicycle and have a nice walk. This makes it a little easier to adjust to the new lifestyle, I think. I have to say that I struggle with not working. My ambition, the feeling, the urge to do something, be meaningful, are very present nowadays. The walks with Liz help to calm that feeling down.
Kijk, dit is het fietspad.
Ja,
Kijk, hebben we dat kleur?
heb jij een fiets?
Ja.
Oh, dan mag je op het fietspad. In the Netherlands we grow up with cycling and we are now living on the boat, so cycling isn't that easy. But we brought Liz her walking bike with us, but she wasn't really into it. But now she wants to, so that's really good. So we practice a bit and try to walk a few times a week to learn and get knowing the skills. It's not cycling with the pedals, but they say you will learn normal cycling very quick when you've learned to cycle on a walking bicycle. And I must say, this route is really nice. It has a breeze of the ocean and it's very calming, quite lush with green, and yeah, it's nice place. Of course I tried to find a job, but with my possible working hours and our time on the island makes it really hard to find something. The job search also stressed me out, because we want to get so much done here, boat projects, editing, enjoy the island in our free time besides taking care of Liz. The reason we left was get out of the rat race and live in the moment. And for now, the best way to do it is focus on our time here and not on a job. In the evening we go out to Willemstad to visit the Veles Latino America Curaçao event. It is the second time that the Tallships arrive in Curaçao. The last time was in 2018.
So this is also Curaçao. The Queen Emma Bridge is open because there is a very big cargo ship coming through. And we are here because the flag is busy. It's an event of all tall ships. Almost same size toggle as we have. Mamaya Saga.
It was fun to be able to visit the tall ship. They are really big. We were impressed. And Liz enjoyed it also very much. After 5 days the tall ships left again. We had the best view from our porch. Liz and I are heading towards the marina.
Wij gaan Liz. Ik ga erbij.
Oh! Liz and I are heading towards the marina. We need some stuff from the boat and there is a storm predicted. So Bart will be there too and we will manage to make the boat storm proof.
I'm at the yard inspecting our boat because there is a potential hurricane coming towards Curaçao. It will be the first in 130 years, I guess. But we all think it's gonna be a storm, but not much else. But they made our boat they fixed our boat a lot better.
All the boats on the Heart were anchored on the ground with straps. On the boat itself we put all the stuff we had in the cockpit inside or made sure it would not be able to blow away. We put extra lines around the sail to prevent it from coming loose, fixated the boom and took away the bimini. The genoa was already off because that was necessary to be hauled out. So Curaçao is in full preparation of possible tropical storm heading towards the ABC Islands. It's currently called number 2, but it might get a name, Bonnie. The boat is still in the Heart, so we stay in an apartment and everything in the marina is set for storm. For now, or at least the last predictions were forecast were that the wind is not the issue, but especially the rain. So, it's raining already and it will become much more.
But the boat is prepared. Bart tucked everything and stowed everything inside or strapped it to the boat. And the boat is strapped on lines as well. So I think she will be okay. I really hope so. A little bit scared because it is our home. So yeah, but it will be okay.
It felt strange and a little uncomfortable to not be in your own house, our boat. The benefit of being landbound and not stuck on a boat with bad weather is
Bringing back some of my old childhood memories. Building a hut in the living room when there is rain and you can't play outside. So that's what Liz and I did.
A hurricane is coming towards Curaçao, and we just closed our work shift at 12 o'clock. That's because people need to get home, otherwise we get stuck in traffic or in rain, because that's rain is the big problem on Curaçao. Still not raining that harsh. You can see on the ocean to the left. It's raining pretty bad out there.
And there the heavy rain came in. It was short and the wind stayed out. Luckily not much of a trouble. And late in the afternoon the sky cleared again.
So after 2 months out of the water already, it's time to do some boat jobs. I'm with Andre from Manatee. He already helped us out a lot in Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, and now we meet again on Curaçao, and he's helping me with the removal of my anchor winch and some other boat jobs.
Ooh.
There he is.
Yeah, let's get some jobs done. Already enough. Oh shit. That's the problem, man.
Problem with DIY.
Yeah.
But it's not a problem.
No,
This
that
one
would
is
be
not,
the problem,
yeah. So the new plate is going to cover the ugly parts as well, because we found this. We got this plate actually from another cruiser in A Coruña. It was very helpful. So we had at least had some wood to build the anchor winch on. But we found a leak during our trips, and we think it might leaked here and over there, because there you see the color difference in the wood. And now we're gonna put a good teak plate on there, cover up the ugly bits as well, and seal it better.
Ta-da! What a beauty! The boatyard installed our new plate. Fingers crossed, this is the solution to the leakage. And on to the next project. We are really lucky that our friends from Huron and Manatee are willing to help us with this problem, because we need to fix our steering system. We noticed when we were still in the water that our steering wheel could be turned around non-stop. So something is not right. Let's find out.
We have found the problem. This nut was loose, and now nothing happens. And if we put this down more, it will probably steer. But
Yeah, it will probably steer, but I think let's take it off. Let's
take it off and let's
look at the sprocket.
Sometimes we have the luck on our side. This was an easy fix. The steering quadrant was loose, so we had to tighten the bolt on top again. Okay, we needed to get the steering system apart and reseal it again with sealant. But hey, job done! In the next episode, we continue with our boat projects, explore the underwater world, and Liz gets to know how it is to live in a house.
well, this was it. If you have any questions, please let us know. And for now, goodbye and thank you very much for watching. Fair winds to you all.